Vinyl community, what is going on? It's Chris. It's been a while, so I thought I'd come back and make another video. It's been about 3 weeks, almost a month. Life, kids, crazy, summer, you know how it is. Getting ready to go on vacation here. About 5 weeks of vacation that I'm going to use, so I have lots of time to listen to music, hang out with family. Three or four trips we're gonna do. Yeah, it should be a good time. But haven't stopped buying, of course. Just got lots of good stuff. Got some rock, got some jazz, of course. You guys know how I do on jazz. Some soul. But I got some needle drops I'll be doing too. So we'll start it off. Went to an estate sale. Great estate sale, actually. I really wasn't expecting it. They didn't advertise any of these albums, and I got there and it was just like, wow. I was the only one there because they didn't really advertise. They just said they had records, they didn't say what, and I just took a chance. And I mean, look at Bo Diddley, first album, crazy. It was an awesome score. It's an original on the Test label. Just a great rockabilly, rock out. You could totally tell how he influenced other rock musicians after him. I mean, just incredible. I'm going to give you a needle drop off here. If any of the needle drops don't play, I'm just going to edit it out. So I might talk about it, but it'll just get edited out and then replay. So hopefully it'll play, but so the needle drop I'm going to give you off here is song number 2. It's called I'm a Man, so enjoy.
I had something in my pocket, keep a lot of folks alive. Now I'm a man, May 21. You know, baby, we can have a lot of fun. I'm a man. I spell M-A-N. Man. All you pretty women, stand in line.
Alright, hope you enjoyed that. Got another one from Bo Diddley, In the Spotlight. And look at that. Clean as can be. I think this is his fourth, because he's got 3 other albums on there. This one's on Checker, also an original. Just fantastic music. I think this is like my 4th or 5th Bo Diddley album now, and I mean, he doesn't disappoint on any of his albums, so very nice to get that. I was really excited I saw this. I've been wanting this for a long time. I never wanted to spend the money for it. Ritchie Valens, self-titled on Delphi. I say Phi because it's kind of separated, but I couldn't believe when I was flipping. These were all like $3 or $4 too. Original Delphi label. Of course, La Bamba, Donna. My favorite song he ever did, Come On, Let's Go. I got a gal named Sue on the second side. Just great. You guys all know Ritchie Valens. Awesome find. Also, right after Ritchie Valens, I flip and this pops up and I'm just blown away. Buddy Holly and the Chirping Crickets. Now I have the same album, but it is a different cover. It's not an original. This is an original. And I'm just showing you these labels because I love all these old You don't see them very often, the Black Brunswick label. Awesome. Like I said, the covers are all just crazy nice. Of course, Old Boy's on here. And one of the greatest rock songs ever, That'll Be the Day. Great find. And kind of moving along with that same, I don't know what you want to call it, category. Buddy Holly solo. Of course, this has Peggy Sue. That'd be the main one off of here. Look at Me, Listen to Me, Valley of Tears. Awesome, awesome. This one is probably VG. The other ones are VG Plus, so very nice to find. Obviously, you know, right place at the right time. This was also there. Not as, you know, rare, I guess, as those other ones. Still a great album. I love this guy. Percy Sledge, Warm and Tender Soul. Love Percy Sledge. He does a couple covers on here. You Really Got a Hold on Me. Love Me Tender. And I think I'm going to give you a needle drop on this one. It's the third song on the second side called So Much Love. So tell me what you guys think. Alright, also at the same estate sale, kind of switching directions a little bit, but this guy just had great taste in music. I don't know, maybe it was a girl too, but Guy Clark, Old Number One. I've been wanting this one for a while too, just, you know, always other albums that end up beating it out for purchases, but it was nice to get this for, you know, you guys know the pricing, $3 or $4. Great country album. One of my favorite country albums I have. Just a really great songwriter. Love Guy Clark. This is probably his best. You know, most people in the VC probably know this already, but 1975 on RCA. Great country album. Glad to have it. Also, kind of staying in that same genre, Mr. John Prine. This is the one that has eluded me. I've been wanting this one for a long time. Also great country music. I had a couple of his other albums I showed, I don't know, 4 or 5 videos before, something like that, that I found in the estate sale, but this one was very nice to have. I mean, all these covers are just perfect too, which is nuts. So that was cool. Next, kind of going back to the Buddy Holly and whatchamacallit, Bo Diddley, sorry. Man, I don't know where I'm at. I've been working like way too much. But Chuck Berry album that I did not have. Berry is on Top. I love that cover too. Look at that cover, it's killer. No splits or anything on these either, guys. Obviously, Johnny B. Good would be his best-selling hit ever, but my favorite song on here, and my favorite Chuck Berry song, is Maybelline. Just a great tune, and I'm very happy to have this in the collection. So, Chuck Berry. Alright, next, I think I got this at a different estate sale. Yeah, different estate sale. But still a great record. Actually, I'll take it out of the... This is John Lee Hooker, Endless Boogie. Nice gatefold. You know, when I first saw this, you know, obviously I know John Lee Hooker. I'd never heard this album. It looks like a 70s album, which it is. Not sure what year in the 70s, but you know, I immediately kind of, I didn't want to say wrote it off, but I just wasn't thinking much about it. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think it was gonna be that great. But you know, he's older here, but I mean, he's still playing the heck out of his guitar. He's still that, you know, raspy, bluesy, just, you know, growl that he always had. So this was a pleasant surprise. I guess you consider this like an electric blues, but I think I'm going to give you a sample, Needle Drop. Hopefully it'll play, but it's the first song I got, A Good 'Un. So hope you guys enjoy. I ain't too high with some gal in the
the way you're gonna play with it, baby. We might well have called it through.
Alright, hope you enjoyed that, John Lee Hooker. I enjoyed it, so. Let's see here. Next, you remember, I don't know if it was my last video or 2 videos ago. I think it was my last video I made. These next 2 albums I've been looking for a long time, and I found them at another estate sale. And this one that I went to with the Chuck Berry and the Bo Diddley and everything, they had it there as well. So this is actually the exact same pressing I already had. Elvis Presley first album, first full-length LP anyway on RCA. So it's the exact same pressing. So 2 of these within like 2 weeks of each other that I've been looking for years. That's how it works, I'm telling you. So I'm not going to go into detail on this again. Great album, but I just thought I'd share that I got another one of that. And in the same kind of, you know, genre or whatever, I was looking for this album for years for a good price. I find this one the same time. I found both albums at the, you know, 2 different estate sales together. Buckingham Nicks. Another one. This one's in better shape than the other one I found, so I'll be keeping this one. I mean, it's just nuts. I can't explain it. That's how the world works. That's what makes me leery. I was going to buy both those online, but for some reason I held off. And that makes me wonder about other albums too, you know, maybe I should wait. Alright, so next album is a soul album. Now this group right here is from Oakland, California. I first heard about these guys because I found a 45 at an estate sale, which is one of the rarest records I have, most valuable. It's like a promo RCA that they put out. And this album's from 1974. This is their second or third album. This is The Natural 4. Great soul music, kind of funky a little bit. I think I give you the first song on the second side. First song on the second side. I can't remember which one, but I hope hope you guys like it. I really dig these guys. I think that they could have been, I don't know if they were popular. I mean, I wasn't around in the 70s, so I couldn't tell you, but I never really see them mentioned much, so check them out. You enjoyed Natural 4, kind of something a little different, you know, not something shown all the time. This next album I did not have from this artist. Is one of the last ones I needed. Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble. Couldn't Stand the Weather. Love Stevie Ray. Down here in Texas. Kind of surprised I don't see more of his stuff really down here in Dallas, but I don't know. Everyone's keeping them, or I don't know. Got rid of them early, but I really don't see a lot of this stuff, so very nice to get this. I think this completes, I think I have all the Stevie Rays now, so very nice to have. This one's on Epic, 1984. Not my favorite from him, but Couldn't Stand the Weather is obviously a great track. Cold Shot, Scuttle Button, great stuff. Alright, oh, next, this is from a completely different estate sale. It was the same day that I went, you know, to the other one, but it was just a score all day. But the covers were in okay shape. I cleaned them up as best I could, but the records were great. Also another one that, you know, I've been kind of watching for a while, but just never wanted to pull the trigger, I guess you could say. This is Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong, Ella and Louis, on Verve. Great album. Ella Fitzgerald just has a beautiful voice, and then Louis, you know, unmistakable voice. I mean, you can always tell it's Louis. So very cool, very nice to have. And this is actually what we're listening to on the turntable right now throughout this video. This is the second version of it, Ella and Louis again. See, had a little bit of, you know, damage and stuff, but vinyl's great. And for, I think these were all $1. These were both $1, so I really couldn't complain about this. So nice to have. I think I was searching Discogs and I found this one. It wasn't one I was just like searching out, but it was just a great price, so I thought I would jump on it. Lou Donaldson. Good gracious. On the Blue Note. I think it's a first stereo press. New York, USA labels. Very nice. Lou Donaldson, Grant Green, John Patton on organ, and Ben Dixon. So very cool album. Was not one I was, like I said, searching for, but nonetheless glad I found. Lou Donaldson. Look at that cover too. That's just a killer cover. Also, another one I wasn't really searching out, but you know, when I find deals, I just buy them. I had never heard this album, but once I started reading more about it, I mean, this album is a deal if you can find it. They're not terribly expensive, and it's great jazz. This was actually recorded in like 1969 in Denmark, but it wasn't released till like 1987. This is Bill Evans' Jazz House. It's on the, I think, the Milestone label. Obviously, this is the later Bill Evans trio, so Marty Morell, Eddie Gomez, and him at Copenhagen. It was recorded for like a jazz institute in Denmark, in Copenhagen, but they ended up releasing it to Milestone. And there's actually a second album that was cut from the same concert or performance, and I'm gonna try to get that one next. But take a listen to this. I just played the first track on the first side, which is How Deep Is the Ocean. So take a listen. Tell me what you think. I mean, great, and it's Bill Evans, 1969, right in his prime. Sounded pretty good, didn't it? I know it did. Alright, so next I was searching eBay, like I always do, and I came across this next album. Great album as well. Sorry, my dogs are going nuts downstairs for some reason. This is Max Roach. Max. Once again, there's 3 or 4 albums he did with the same guys. Listen to on this one: Hank Mobley, Kenny Dorham, George Morrow, and Ramsey Lewis. Ridiculous. This is on the Argo label, though, not on the normal one. He's on sometimes he's on Argo. But great album, great players, great jazz. That's what we look for, right? All right, next we have Jackie McLean and Dexter Gordon. This is called The Meeting, Volume 1, on Inner City. I think, who else plays on that? Kenny Drew also plays on this one. Kenny Drew, and then also, some of you might be familiar with him, but maybe not if you're in the, not in the jazz, but Niels Henning Orsted Peterson. This was recorded in Copenhagen as well, 1973. So I think the first release is actually on a different Norwegian label, or Danish label. But this one was released in 1976, a couple years after. So very cool, very good album. Let me go ahead and give you a listen. I think I just played the first track on this, which is All Clean. So go ahead and take a listen. Let me know what you think. Great album. Alright, just a couple more. Hope you enjoyed that Dexter Gordon. Pretty good album. This next one, also a great album. I found this the same time I found the Natural 4 soul album that I played earlier. This is Mr. Bobby Timmons, his first full-length album on his own. This is on Riverside. This is an original stereo or mono? Original mono pressing. As you can see on the cover, Art Blakey, Blue Mitchell, Sam Jones. I mean, crazy. These guys just played with so many good people all the time. This is a killer album. I wasn't looking for this either. It just kind of found me. Awesome. Nice to have. Bobby Timmons, I had heard of him, but I never really like kind of listened to a full album that he had, and just really, really good. That's all I gotta say. All right, last one I got for you for this update. I got several more, but you know, I don't want to make it 45 minutes. This is Oliver Lake, Life Dance of Is. Great, free jazz, definitely free jazz. As you can see, saxophone player. Not many like major players on here that you know outside of the jazz world. You know, you're not going to find any Coltrane's on here, or any Art Blakey's or anything like that. This is on the Novus label, which is my first album on the Novus label. So pretty cool. I'm going to give you a listen to this. So if you like free jazz, I think you would probably like this. It's on the milder side of the free jazz. So take a listen, let me know what you think. Like I said, on the milder side of the free jazz, but still good nonetheless, right? I mean, hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. Trying to do more needle drops, it just takes a lot of time. I have a new setup. I'm using my video camera now instead of my phone. And I'm trying to record more a day because this room is really dark in here. But hopefully it all worked out, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the needle drops. And I'll try not to be too long. I only got one more week of work till my vacation, and then we'll be taking trips and stuff, going to Hawaii and a couple other places, going to scout camp with my son in Oklahoma for a while. So anyways, hope you guys are all doing good. I've still been watching your videos. Been trying to comment. Man, there's so many people now that it's hard to keep up with everybody, but I'm trying. So you know, I try to watch videos when I'm at work and stuff like that, and it works out sometimes it doesn't. So anyways, take care, and yeah, keep listening. See you.